Hello and welcome back to a random video. Today I shall be turning this 8-year-old laptop into a server, because why not? So what you want to do is get some sort of ISO file of an operating system that you wish to use, like Windows Server 2022. So I have my ISO right here, and you will also want Rufus. This is a tool that allows you to flash ISO files to USB sticks, just like magic. This is the flash drive I shall be using. It is a 32GB flash drive. We are going to select the USB drive, select disk or ISO image, and select our ISO file. We are gonna leave partition scheme as GPT, target system is UEFI, file system is NTFS, and we're gonna click, well, for me, because I'm doing Windows Server 2022, I'm gonna select extended Windows 11 installation, no TPM, no secure boot. Quick format, create extended label, 1 pass, and if everything looks good, click start. It will warn you that all the data will be lost if there's anything on the USB drives. You can just click OK, and it will do magic things with the USB. Copying the ISOs can take a bit of time. Well, not the ISOs, the ISO files can take a bit of time. Well, the biggest file that it has to copy is a install.wim file. As you can see, it's got the file names in the corner. It's on 8.6%. It will take about 15 minutes for my USB stick, because it's not the best USB stick, but it should work. After about 15 minutes, it will then remove the stupid Windows 11 stuff so you can install it onto an ancient machine. So it'll say you've just created a media that uses NTFS. You must disable secure boot. So you must do that on your laptop and then eject your USB stick. You should be able to click close, and then go to here and eject. Safe to remove hardware. Chuck the USB into that port, whatever laptop you got, plug into any USB port, and then what you want to do is turn the laptop on. For my laptop, I have to press escape very quickly as it's booting and enter setup. Security, go to secure boot menu, boot control disabled, escape, save and exit. Yes, go back to hitting escape very quickly. Come on. Yes, UEFI Kingston Data Traveler. It shall do some Windows stuff. Now you can see it is loading files. Aha, we are in Windows setup. For the system language, I will select United Kingdom, so the keyboard layout is correct, and United States is, well, that one is the language that it uses in the installer. As long as you select time and currency format and keyboard input method as your language, your preferred language, it should keep that to the finished install. Click next, click on install now, and it shall do computer. I'm going to install Windows Server 2022 standard evaluation. I accept the Microsoft software license, click next, and because I already have a Windows Server on this laptop from before and I've activated it, I don't want to lose my license key, so I'm going to just tell you what would happen instead of actually doing it. So you want to click Custom, Install Microsoft Operating System Only, and just click the next button, and it'll say it's copying all the files. Then it'll restart, and it should then ask you to restart. You can then unplug the USB as it's restarting, and it should boot up into Windows Server. It'll get the devices ready. It will ask you to put in an administrator password, and then it shall restart after installing, and you'll be at the lock screen. So you can just log in like that, and you will be at the Windows desktop with Server Manager. Go to Start, right click, and go to Device Manager. And what I did is I went down to Batteries, Microsoft ACPI Compliant Control Method Battery. That's a stupid name. But anyway, if you have this and you want it to be on all the time and you're using the laptop because it has a broken battery, you want to disable this device. As you can see, I've already disabled it. You can do that by just right clicking and clicking disable device, but it says enable because I've already disabled it. Another thing that you will really want to do is go to Control Panel, go to System Security, Power Options, choose what closing the lid does, and set it up to use these parameters. When I press the power button, turn off the display. When I press the sleep button, do nothing. When I close the lid, do nothing. Sleep button is the laptop's stupid thing of turning off the Windows whenever it wants to, so that's do nothing. Closing the lid, you want the laptop to be on, it's a server. So, and when I press power button, you don't want it to turn off, you just want it to turn off the display, and you can change that if you want, but I've set it to only turn off the display because I will be managing the laptop through remote desktop on a local network. So, see, display is sort of off, but there's still a thing, so we give it a little wiggle. Hey, magic! And if I close the lid, if I just bring camera, oh god, that was not fun. Oh, if I close the lid, you can see that the screen actually fully turns off this time, but the little lights are still blinking. The orange one means that there's no battery, but the white one and the less frequent white one are activity and disk activity, so we know the laptop is still on. We can confirm this by just opening the laptop up again, and it's back. So you have now successfully turned the laptop into a server that you can close the lid on. You see so many pictures of laptops with sticky notes on them that says do not close the lid, and it's like, oh, literally someone breathing next to it could turn your server off. That's not good. So what you can do, put another drive in the laptop, put a USB SATA adapter in it, network cable, power, and it's basically repurposed. Old laptop is now your media server that also runs Microsoft Active Directory services, because I don't know, that's something that Microsoft offers. Also make sure to go back into your configuration in BIOS and enable Secure Boot afterwards, because now you have it installed on the laptop's internal drive. You do not need to have it disabled, it's just better to enable it because security. Why are you still here? Why? Go. Shoo. Go. Go away.